All right, I'm going to do the whole thing of someone grabbing and pushing you. Basically, they grab, push, and hit. Okay. Reason why I'm wearing this is because if I get hit, I'm going to attempt to do a technique that I continually hear is so effective against this type of motion. The reason why I'm wearing this is because I have my doubts. Okay. So Anthony's he's just gonna go for it, and I am going to attempt this technique. Okay? So I'm gonna worry about his grabbing arm, not his punching arm, and we're gonna see what happens. Go ahead. Go for it, whatever. Oh! Okay? Oh. There it goes. All right. Totally fail. It's a fail. I don't care what anybody says, that failed. As soon as he grabbed me, I tried to, it failed. So, now we're gonna do, because that was supposed to have a even if and blah, blah, blah. So I don't care what anybody says, that's now going to go on record as that technique is full of crap. And I don't care what anybody says about it because it just got proven. I couldn't even get his grabbing arm before he threw his punch. He grabbed me and punched me. Okay, why? Because this was punching as I was trying to grip my hands up. And as soon as I did this, it was already too late. I was here. Why? Because you guys were starting with your hands freaking down. So guess what happens? These don't come up near as fast as you think they do when this is coming straight here into your face. And even this shoulder went better. I was like, and just so y'all know too, he went with his weak arm to grab, strong arm to punch. It's hardly ever strong arm to grab, weak hand to punch. Unnatural. Unnaturally will anyone grab you with their weak hand first and push you back with their strong hand and then hit you with their weak hand. People don't do it. The only time that ever happens if I grab him with my right hand and my left is if my left hand is my strong hand. So ultimately, that was all messed up. It's just, there was like wrong, 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 wrong. I'm wrong right here. He comes up, he's aggressively doing this, and my hands were here. This is wrong. If I'm already in a conflict with someone, my hands are here already, and I'm already backing away. If I'm here, by the time he's grabbing, then I've already went through phase one, which is verbal de-escalation, and I already have my hands here and I'm trying to back up and gain my distance. So right here was already, I should have already been here already. Phase two is they're being still very aggressive and I'm still here, and even if they're pushing in, I'm still here saying, okay, back up. Even if they're here, I'm like, back off. Okay, and now I'm asserting myself saying, back off, I'm using my voice and getting myself. But my hands are not here. They're here. They're already maintaining one, distance, and if he threw a punch at this point right here, just throw a punch. I've got my hand up in the air like, oh crap, I'm going to get hit in my face. If he throws a punch, try not to actually hit, but just go throw a punch. He would have hit me, and my hand was here. Why? Because these are up, these are down. This is going to make it here before it travels all the way up over here to even deflect off of it. So we're already wrong. So if I'm here and then he grabs and punches, if he goes from here and he grabs and punches, he's going to have to do something. He's going to have to deal with the fact that I already have a hand up. Okay? So if he gets, so if I'm here, and this is where we start from. I try not to start anybody from here unless it's from someone's grabbing you from the side or from the back. But you honestly already have your mechanic that's going to happen from there, because your primal response covers your head or shoots your hands out. So as soon as you get grabbed, you kind of do this already, or you do this already. So it doesn't matter. So you want to make sure you're working off of that point. If I'm getting a frontal confrontation happening, this should never happen, where I'm standing like this and then he grabs me and punches me in my face, or he pushes me back. If he grabs right here, as soon as his hand comes up, my hand should already be here as it is. But if he's throwing that punch at the same time, this is what happens. Here's my hand, here's his punch. This didn't matter. You know why? Because even if the only way I would have made this work is if he grabbed me and I went like this, and I just kind of put my arm up, which is not that technique. It's a totally different thing. Okay? Now, so the reason why I'm doing this is not to show you my technique and show you if we're superior or whatever, blah, blah, blah. What I'm showing is the failed mechanic behind where it was already starting. It was starting failure from get-go with the fact that your hands are low, you don't even have your hands up. What people are failing with every forum and every conversation they're talking about is they're not talking about where the failure comes from. The failure comes from, we're just saying someone gets right in the middle of your space, they're aggressively coming at you in the front, and no one's doing anything. And then people are saying we attack the arm that's grabbing me. The arm grabbing me had very little to do with what punched me in my face. So what you have to start looking at is the failure of where you came from first. It has nothing to do with anything else. If anybody wants to know the technique I would do, just comment below. I'm just showing you where it fails. Okay? I'm going to show you that's how the title goes. It's technique fail. Okay? So that's where we're going to start with that. Comment below if you want to see. Okay?